Hey, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another video for Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and today we're going to be taking a look at a very particular armor set. This one actually comes from Soxy Bear, the Monster Hunter community manager. Massive shout out to him for kindly sharing this with us on the channel, but today we want to talk about this because this is how you can get 2,000 dragon damage on top of an already powerful horn which has quite a considerable amount of attack. That is quite the potent recipe. This does of course take full advantage of the new Alatreon set bonus paired with Safi'jiiva. It's a pretty potent combo which is not only powerful and damaging, but also really comfy because it's just got a ton of defense. So in this video we're going to go over exactly what you need to know to get your dragon damage to insane values. So if you do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below if you have any questions, and of course, let me know how you guys have been getting on. Have you got any of your own personal mix sets that kind of use this fun combo? Definitely let me know down below. But to begin with, let's start off with the armor. This of course is comprised with 3 pieces of the Safi'jiiva set, the beta set, which of course is the helmet, the chest, and the gloves, and 2 pieces of the new Alatreon set bonus, the waist and the legs, because you only need 2 pieces to get that special elemental conversion armor set bonus. On top of that, you also want the maxed out dragon charm because of course this one is about dragon attack. In theory, you could apply this to other elements too, but obviously for the purposes of this one, because of the inbuilt dragon, we are focusing on that. Plus, you also want the Alatreon horn upgraded to the max, of course, and on top of that, you're also going to want the dragon proof mantle. Now, if we take a look at the decorations for this one, you can see that in the grand scheme of things, there aren't any like really difficult decorations in there. I feel like a lot of people tend to have a ton of resistance jewels because for the longest time we've just been sitting on them thinking, we don't need elemental resistance, we're going to gem in like attack and other stuff, but now they have value. So if you gem all of these in together, then you can see that the skills we get are as follows. To begin with, we have the 3-piece Safi'jiiva set bonus, which of course is the lesser version, but for the purposes of this, still allows us, or still kind of affords us, great benefits. This one means that when the weapon is drawn, our elemental damage is going to be boosted. Yes, admittedly, we do take damage whilst attacking, which can be recovered when you continually attack. So, depending on what you're fighting, it might be a little bit risky, but it does allow for some pretty potent options. On top of that, we also have the Alatreon 2-piece set bonus, elemental conversions. So for this one, your equipped weapon's elemental power will increase as your elemental resistances increase. So as you'll see, we've got quite a lot of resistances. In fact, before we even go over the skills, you can see in the bottom right corner, we've got massive resistance, massive defense for everything. So this is also just incredibly comfy. If you happen to be fighting something, you're going to be pretty tanky. Now, moving on from there to the skills, we have a level 6 defense boost, and the reason for this is not because we need defense boost, because obviously you can get other things like Divine Blessing. The pure reason we want this one is because when you go to level 6, you get +5 all elemental resistances. That is the main reason we want this, because anytime we boost our elemental resistances, we're boosting our elemental attack by association. So that's the reason we go with defense boost level 6. We also have dragon attack level 6 to further boost that. We have water resistance at the max. We have evade window. This is just kind of a nice one with horn, obviously just giving you some kind of evasion. You could gem in things differently if you wanted to, but it's a pretty nice option to throw in there. We then have attack boost level 3. Of course, comes as part of the Alatreon waist. We have health boost level 3, and we then have fire resistance level 3, ice resistance level 3, thunder resistance level 3, dragon resistance level 3, and then also blight resistance and critical boost. So as you can see, we have every elemental resistance in there because anytime, again, to reiterate, anytime we have elemental resistance, that can be converted into elemental damage. So while this ordinarily, you'd look at it and be like, what the hell, what kind of rubbish mix set is that? When you see it in this particular permutation, it makes so much sense. So, with all of that being said, the main things then to consider are of course the songs on your hunting horn. We're using the Alatreon horn because it has a few very particular songs. It has elemental attack boost, it also has blight resistance up, which has an ever so slight boost to your elemental resistances as well. We also have the Echo Wave Dragon and also the elemental effectiveness up song as well. So those 4 combined with a couple of other things are going to allow us to hit that insane number. Now, on top of that, you're also going to want to make sure that you eat for elemental resistance large, because that's going to give you that last little bit. Without eating for it, you're going to hit 1,930, so you're going to be missing 70, so eat for this one. But with that being said, if we then jump over to the training room, this is how it all works. First things first, if we just stand here with the weapon sheath, you can see we have 1,277 attack and 1,290 dragon attack. Now, if we then go and draw our weapon, of course, thanks to the Safi'jiiva set bonus, that boosts up to 1,370. Now following that, if we then put on the Dragon Proof Mantle, because of course Dragon Proof Mantle not only protects you from dragon, but also boosts your dragon attack, and we then draw the weapon, that now jumps up to 1,650. So already quite considerable, but there is still plenty more to be done here. So following on from this, we're then going to play our collection of songs. So we're going to play Elemental Attack Boost and Blight Resistance up, and then encore these so that they are Elemental Attack Boost large, Blight Resistance up, all that things like that. So we'll play those two to begin with, which once we've done that brings us to 1,830 dragon. And if we then go on and play the 2 Echo Wave notes and we then go and encore those, we then have the full total of 2,000 dragon attack, which is not a small number. Now, it's interesting because obviously this in itself is a pretty sizable number. This could go even further. In fact, if you had a team of Hunting Horn players, all of whom had different songs to further boost your elemental resistances, this could go beyond. In fact, shout out to Sephiroth. I think he was doing some playing around with this the other day, and I think he had a switch axe which went to around 2,500 give or take, or may even be a little bit higher. Basically, there's a lot more stuff you can do with this. You can even take it to, you know, if you're out in the open world and you grab some of the consumables, they give you additional boost to some of your elemental resistances. So there are some things, you know, some food items you can throw in. But as a base, knowing that just you on your own, without team support, without any additional items, just eating for elemental resistance up and playing your songs whilst wearing the Dragon Proof Mantle, knowing you can get 2,000 dragon attack, as well as having 1,470 attack on your weapon and purple sharpness, whew, this is a recipe for damage. That is a lot of damage to mess around with. So obviously, if you're thinking, what should you go and make? What should you check out? If you caught our top 5 Alatreon weapons yesterday, you'll know that we put the Hunting Horn there for this very specific reason, because it is quite potent. And if you're looking for a new weapon to mess around with, Hunting Horn is a lot of fun. In fact, this might be one of the times to pay attention to Hunting Horn, because ooh, it's going to be a lot of fun. But anyway, that is pretty much it. Just a quick rundown on how to get 2,000 dragon damage on your weapon. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have done anything like this. Let me know if you guys have got higher than this. If so, what have you achieved? And of course, be sure to keep it locked for plenty more. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, you can join the Arekkz Gaming Discord. We've got an awesome community over there with so many different channels for you to chat loads of different topics and different games. I'm in there, the team's in there. If you guys want to chat with us, find people to play with, it's just in general a great place to be. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads.